Hey everybody, it's Shelly down in the Dale. Today is Sunday, March 8th, 2026. And like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. So you can follow along for all the fun and frivolity. Can't say that word. But like I said, like and subscribe. This is my Mounjaro journey. I started on August 24th, 2025 at 2.5 milligrams of Mounjaro as I'm a type 2 diabetic. At that time, my A1C was 7.3. I subsequently, oh my goodness, had my blood taken in 3 months later and it was down to 5.8, which is almost in the normal range. So we're hoping to get down there. Now, right now, I'm at 5.7. Still down, still down. That's good. So let's see what has happened. Like I said, I started on 2.5 milligrams and I did that for 8 weeks and I lost 14.3 pounds during those 8 weeks. Then I switched to 5 milligrams, which I have been on for 20 weeks, and I have lost 17.6 pounds in those 20 weeks. So I have a total weight loss so far of 34.6. Last week I was 252.6. This week I'm 252.4. Yay! A very, very minimal loss, but hey, it's a loss. I'll take it. I don't think I said I started at 287 pounds. I'm 5'5". I'm 60 years old. I live in a little bitty town in Michigan where unfortunately we had a few really bad tornadoes this past week, which is so weird to have tornadoes in March up here. But 3 people lost their lives in Union City. It was a really devastating, horrible tornado that just came out of nowhere. I was actually driving around our town because Union City is not very far from here. It's like 45 minutes. But I was driving around our town, and then, you know, the uh, tornado alert came over my phone and my radio also because the radio was on. So we're just thinking about everybody over there that lost their lives, lost their homes, lost a loved one. It's just awful. Yeah, so like I said, I've lost 17.6 pounds on the 20 weeks that I've been on 5 milligrams, which tonight I'll be taking my 21st dose of that, I guess, right? Must be if I've been on it 20 weeks. Um, and I figured out that's 8/10 of a pound weekly average loss, which the average loss anyway is between zero point 0.5 and 2 pounds per week, which so I'm average. Yay, I'm average. Exciting. But, a loss is a loss, slow and steady. That's great. I'll take it. Um, there was nothing really unusual this week. Had my fun usual constipation. Woo! But not bad. So the week was really good. I got to the gym 3 times this week. Um, closed my little green ring, closed all 3 rings 3 days this week, which is great on my little Apple Watch. One day I had been, last year I went to the gym. I go in the morning because if I don't go in the morning, I'm not going to go the rest of the day. I know it. I would just rather get it done and over with for the day. And who wants to go to the gym right after work? I mean, there are people there when I drive by. There's also, they play pickleball there. There's a basketball court. There's all sorts of stuff at that gym. They have great machines, a lot of weights, free weights. It's just a really nice gym in our town, which it is in the old roller rink, which was a roller skating rink when I was a kid. Anywho, so oh, we also had a family birthday party yesterday. One of my great nephews turned 8. He and one of his cousins, they are the same age. They're a couple weeks apart, so they're 8 years old. We had it at a bowling alley, which was fun. I do not bowl anymore because I messed up my knee at a fundraiser bowling event. Yay! So the family birthday party was a lot of fun. Those moments are important. One of the things I'm learning on this journey is that life still happens while you're trying to lose weight. Birthdays, gatherings, celebrations, holidays, it's all part of balance. It's really good. I ran across an interesting article this week about GLP-1 medications being researched for other um, things to help people. I mean, there's so many things that they're finding out that these medications, Ozempic and Wegovy, which are semaglutide, and Mounjaro, which is what I'm on, and Zepbound are tirzepatide. So those are classed as GLP-1s. Researchers recently looked at medical records from almost 22,000 people who suffer from chronic migraines, meaning they have headaches 15 days or more per month. That's awful. I don't have these, but I know people who do, which is just terrible to be, you know, sidelined by a migraine. The study compared people taking GLP-1 medications to people taking a traditional migraine prevention drug. What they found was interesting. The people taking GLP-1 medications were less likely to end up in the emergency room for severe migraine symptoms, and they were also less likely to need certain migraine treatments that like nerve block procedures or triptan medications. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It looks right, but who knows? The researchers were careful to say this doesn't prove that GLP-1 drugs treat migraines. It only shows a possible connection, and more studies need to be done. But it's great that they're studying this. If it can help people, it's amazing. Scientists think it might be related to the anti-inflammatory and neurological effects these medications seem to have. Another possibility is that improving metabolic health and weight could indirectly help reduce migraine severity. So it's another example of how these medications seem to be affecting the body in ways researchers are still discovering. All the time they're discovering new things, which is great. I hope, this stuff can help so many people. It was developed to help type 2 diabetes, but they have just found so many other things that can help. Sleep apnea, it helps with joint pain. Now it's time for one of my life in California stories, and this is going to be a quick, short one because it was a short little encounter, if you will. This one goes back to my days living in Los Angeles when I was at a little breakfast spot in Hollywood and I had a celebrity in the wild sighting. I was there with my friend Mickey and we were just having breakfast and catching up. And somebody walked in and walked past me, and I was like, oh my God. I don't think she knew who he was, but it was John Hamm. If you watch Mad Men, he's been in so many other things that I can't even think of right now, and I don't feel like looking it up. You can look it up. But Mad Men, I knew him from that, and it was great. He was there with a couple of his friends. He just sat over by a window, and nobody bothered him, which is generally what happens. It's only like if there's tourists around or something and they jump in. But, I wish I could remember the name of that place. It was really good. I don't have a clue what I had. I'm sure I took a picture of it and posted it. I should look way back. I don't even remember what year this was either. But anyway, there you go. John Hamm having breakfast in Hollywood. What a surprise. They're just like us. They eat breakfast too. So that's all I have for this week. That was really nice and quick. Um, I hope you all like and subscribe. Stick around, or maybe watch some of my other videos. You can see I have all my little Life in California stories in their own playlist on my channel if you look for that. It's called Life in California. Everybody have a great week. Stay safe and have a good day. Bye-bye now.